Hello everybody, Marcos Viegas for the Boxing Channel, being joined by a very special guest, Mr. Alexandre Choko, who's the author of a very fine book titled The Future of Boxing. And Alex, you interviewing so many of the legends of the sport of boxing, and throughout the whole year, many other years as well, this is like a labor of love, but this is something that fans can look at as a treasure trove of knowledge that otherwise might be lost.
We should hire you as a promoter. Yeah, it's the best collection of boxing interviews ever put together. This is a must for every boxing fan. Indeed, it took me 5 years to put it together, and I just want to share it with as many fans as possible now.
Looking at the book and looking how you went about doing it, what was your inspiration? Why did you want to do something like this?
Well, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother all wrote books about their passion, and at some point it felt very natural for me to say, hey, I'm going to do a book as well. My passion being boxing, I embarked on this journey actually in 2004, and I had a very clear vision from day one of the coffee table book that I wanted to produce. 8 years later, we are here, and now it's for you.
Looking at the book, there's just so many, just like a plethora of stories with guys I've idolized growing up. But to you, was there one moment where you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I had a chance to speak to this individual, and it felt like you were dreaming?
More than once. As you can imagine, there's 55 interviews. I mean, walking into Sugar Ray Leonard's house after idolizing him for so many years, and just seeing him coming in the hallway, just cool, walking, and hey, you're Alex from Montreal. Oh, you know, I won my gold medal there. I was like, no shit, you won your gold medal. I know everything about you. Those moments, meeting Jake LaMotta, Sugar Ray Leonard, like I said, was great. Also, George Foreman, Mike Tyson in his home, having his daughter putting her lollipop on my shoulder during the interview and going like, oh my God, this is surreal. This is really, really happening. More than once, I left those houses sitting in my car and literally going like, woohoo! I did it, you know? So, yeah. Was
there one particular interview that stood out to you the most, or one that got you really emotional?
More than once. I have to say, sitting down with Alexis Arguello, Jose Torres, Angelo Dundee, greats that are no longer with us, Teofilo Stevenson, Henry Cooper. Every time, especially now, when I look at those interviews again, I cry. I cannot help it to think that, and I'm going to cry now, to say that I was so privileged to meet with them and have them share not only their ring experience, but their lives, where they were from, what motivated them to become champions, and literally sharing their most intimate souvenirs, like their fondest memory. And this is all in the book.
With the book, what's your overall goal for it? What do you want people to leave with after reading the book?
Well, first of all, I really want them to feel that they spent inspirational moments, one-on-one moments with these great champions. Now, don't forget the title, The Future of Boxing. Being the future of boxing, I asked these greats, and they talked about the past, the present, and the future, seen through the eyes of those who made the sport like we know it is today. So my ultimate goal was to gather this, have, I don't want to say a Harvard approach to it, but almost similar to that, to basically come to the conclusions of what needs to be done. How can we achieve a better future for boxing? And that's all in the book.
I see the book as like a holy grail of knowledge. It's just something that you hear the things that are in the book that you normally wouldn't hear, and to me, I feel it's so sacred having something like that to remember those champions that really people don't get a chance to hear about, given the fact of the current era of boxing that we're in.
Yeah, thank you. You're spot on. They opened up. Now, I don't know if it's because they like me or because they knew I was not a journalist, that I was just coming there candidly as a gym owner with a passion. Like you said earlier, it was a labor of love. I mean, I sold the gym, sold the house, sold the car, did everything I could to make sure that we would achieve and respect these unbelievable human beings, whether fighters, trainers, managers, their knowledge, the wisdom that is in that book. Now, not because I'm just a messenger. At the end of the day, I'm really just a guy who said, let's do this, and it's a must. It's a must for every boxing fan, and I cannot thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to share with you guys at home watching this. Just tune in, futureofboxing.com. Go get yourself a copy. I promise you, if you're not 100% happy with your purchase, I will personally reimburse you.
I don't think you're going to get any fans doing that. And we're sending you the message. Go ahead and check out the book. It really is a great read. Marcos Viegas for the Boxing Channel here with Alexandre Choko. Thank you for watching, and get the book, The Future of Boxing.